Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today we're celebrating King Charles III's official birthday and Trooping the Colour. Every June, London comes alive with the sights and sounds of Trooping the Colour, the King's official birthday parade. More than 1,400 soldiers, 200 horses, and hundreds of military musicians take part in this magnificent ceremony, which has marked the sovereign's official birthday for over 250 years. The event finishes with the royal family gathering on the balcony of Buckingham Palace to watch the famous RAF fly past, a moment enjoyed by millions, both in person and on television. Today's activity will look beyond the pageantry to explore King Charles III's lifetime of public service. From becoming heir to the throne as a young boy, through his years as Prince of Wales, military training, environmental campaigning and charitable work, to his ascension as King in 2022. We'll also look at some of the positive legacies associated with the modern royal family, and also some of the scandals that also sadly surround them. Anyway, let's get cracking. Okay, so Trooping of the Colour is a spectacular parade celebrating the King's official birthday. The event's been held for more than 260 years. So the colour is the regimental flag or standard. It's trooped or carried before the King. Massed bands play a medley of music as part of the marches and the ceremony, which involves over 1,400 soldiers, 200 horses and 400 musicians. The King inspects the troops from horseback and receives a royal salute. And then, as I've mentioned, there's an RAF fly past when the royal family assemble on the balcony of Buckingham Palace. So do you like to watch the Trooping of the Colour on television? It's a magnificent celebration of our monarch, our armed forces, and a long-standing tradition that continues to bring people together. So let's look at Prince Charles's lifetime of service. He was born on the 14th of November 1948, so today is his official birthday, not his real birthday. Obviously his mother was Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, and his father was Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh. He was heir apparent to the British throne from the moment of his birth. At the age of just 3 years and 7 months, Prince Charles became heir apparent to the British throne when his mother, Queen Elizabeth II, ascended the throne after the death of her father, King George VI. From that day forward, his life was destined for duty. So I suppose the first big event for Prince Charles was his investiture as Prince of Wales in 1969 on the 1st of July at Caernarfon Castle. He was honoured by his mother, and an interesting fact is that the crown has a circular globe or orb at the top of it, and actually the jewel from the ancient crown was missing, so they replaced it with what? A ping pong ball painted gold. Can you believe it? Can you remember the investiture? I do. I was a primary school child at the time, and we were all given a mug, and there were lots of street parties going on. And then later on, he did a drive-by down our street. So Prince Charles did his military service in the Royal Navy and the RAF. He joined in 1971 and served as sub-lieutenant, and qualified as a helicopter pilot and served at sea on HMS Minerva. He later trained as a pilot in the Royal Air Force, flying jets and helicopters, and he was the first member of the royal family to earn a university degree from Cambridge. So he really played his part. The next big event in Prince Charles's lifetime was in 1981 when he married Lady Diana Spencer on the 21st of July at St. Paul's Cathedral. The wedding was watched by over 750 million people worldwide. It was a very grand ceremony, and the dress had a 25-foot train and was made by the Emmanuels. After the wedding, the couple travelled in the glass coach in a procession through the streets of London. So the wedding started a new chapter in the life of the heir to the throne, and Princess Diana said it was the most wonderful day of her life. Who watched this royal wedding? Do you remember where you were? Soon after the wedding, the children arrived. So Prince William was born on the 21st of June, 1982 at St. Mary's Hospital in Paddington, and Prince Harry a couple of years later, the 15th of September 1984. And Prince Charles has always been incredibly proud of his sons, and he said being a father is incredibly special. They obviously brought immense joy to their father and their mother. But it wasn't long before there was trouble in the marriage, and 1992 was when Prince Charles and Princess Diana's separation was announced. The Queen called it Uranus Horribilis because of that separation, but also because Windsor Castle caught fire. There was lots of tabloid interest in this relationship breakdown, and even the Prince of Wales said, 1992 is not a year on which I shall look back with undiluted pleasure. Such a shame that relationship broke down, wasn't it? But as Princess Diana said later on, there were 3 of us in this marriage. The next big event was in 1997, on the 31st of August, when the Princess of Wales, Diana, died tragically in a car crash in Paris alongside her boyfriend Dodi Al-Fayed. It was a really important national moment of loss and grief, and there was a global outpouring of that. The public felt that the Queen hadn't responded in a timely fashion and almost demanded her presence in London. She was in Balmoral at the time. And later on, a film would be made about those events, called The Queen and starring Helen Mirren. And Tony Blair was very instrumental in supporting the royal family through this time. So where were you when you heard about the death of Diana? And did you watch her funeral? I think most people did. Was it a terribly shocking moment for you? Were you as upset as many people were? And it was just a few years later that Charles finally married Camilla Parker Bowles. He'd always been in love with her, really. I guess he should never have married Diana. Anyway, they were married on the 9th of April 2005 in a civil ceremony at Windsor Guildhall. The marriage marked a new chapter in Charles's personal life, and she later became Queen. What do you think of Camilla? Do you think she should be Queen? I think another big moment for Charles must have been in 2020 when Harry and Meghan decided they were going to step back from royal duties and move to America. And it seems like their relationship has never been the same since. What do you think of Meghan? Do you think she influenced Harry in a negative way to leave the royal family? Or do you think he gave him the strength to do so? The next big event, sadly, was Queen Elizabeth's death in 2022 on the 8th of September. She'd been Britain's longest reigning monarch, and she died peacefully at Balmoral Castle, aged 96. So her son, the Prince of Wales, immediately became king and was proclaimed King Charles III. The Queen's remarkable 70-year reign of devotion, duty and service will be remembered for generations. And as she said herself, grief is the price we pay for love. And then on the 6th of May 2023, King Charles III was crowned at Westminster Abbey in a magnificent ceremony steeped in history and tradition. The coronation celebrated a new reign and a promise of service to the nation and the Commonwealth. Did you watch the coronation? What were your highlights? I think that crown is hugely heavy and probably very uncomfortable to wear, but it seems that the crown, the sceptre and the orb are very important historic objects. But behind the scenes, King Charles seems to be a really decent chap. He's got a love of nature, he's a very passionate environmentalist and has championed sustainability and conservation for over 50 years. He's got green fingers, he loves gardening and spends a lot of time at Highgrove in his gardens. Highgrove is his home in Gloucestershire. He's very creative and artistic and is a talented watercolour painter and has published books about his artwork. He's a keen reader and has an interest in history, architecture and spirituality. And he loves music. He has a wide taste in music, enjoying everything from classical to contemporary and even reggae. He enjoys the outdoors and loves walking in the countryside, especially in Scotland. And he's quite sporty and active. He used to enjoy polo, riding, fishing and shooting. He's also surfed and scuba dived in his lifetime. But now with his cancer diagnosis, I guess some of those things are more difficult to keep up. He loves comedy. He enjoys classics such as Fawlty Towers, Yes Minister and Blackadder. And I think he was a big fan of the Goons. He's known for his sense of humour and quick wit and doesn't take himself too seriously. He's also very passionate about people and cares deeply about supporting others, and we'll come on to that in a moment. So I wanted to come on next to look at some of the good things that the royal family have given us, and perhaps the most important of them is the Commonwealth of Nations, a voluntary association of 56 independent and equal countries working together for democracy, peace, development and a better future for all. Some examples of the countries included obviously include the United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, India, Nigeria, South Africa. The list goes on and all continents are represented. It's a real force for good and promotes equality and cooperation. And His Majesty the King is the head of the Commonwealth. His role is symbolic, and it represents the free association and unity of its member states. The Commonwealth was established in 1949 as the modern successor to the British Commonwealth of Nations, and before that the British Empire. So it's all about democracy and supporting human rights, supporting education, encouraging sustainable development, promoting peace and security, and also ensuring respect and inclusion for populations. So it's a really important thing, I feel. The next thing I think is really important and very good is that the royal family have given us the honours system, which recognise excellence and celebrate service. So honours are awarded by His Majesty the King on the advice of the Prime Minister and relevant independent honours committees. So this is really important and anyone can get one of these awards. The highest award is the Knight or Dame Grand Cross. The next is Knight or Dame Commander, and then a CBE, Commander of the Order of the British Empire, the OBE, officer, MBE member, and then BEM is British Empire Medal. I was very fortunate to be awarded an MBE in 2014, I think, for my work in the NHS. So I love the honours system. And today, on King Charles's official birthday, he'll announce a new raft of honours which he's awarded. So it'll be interesting to see who gets them. The next positive thing I wanted to touch on is the Duke of Edinburgh's Award, which helps support young people through volunteering, physical activity, skills development, expeditions, and residential, and that is automatically awarded a gold Duke of Edinburgh Award. It's a really good way to support young people to develop their skills, develop their confidence, and also it's held in very high regard for future employment. And then there's the Prince's Trust, which is now the King's Trust, which is another project supporting young people, changing lives and building futures. And lots of disadvantaged young people have been helped and supported through this work. I think it's over 1 million people that have been supported through the Prince's Trust. So it helps build confidence through courses, mentoring and personal development, learning new skills through practical training and qualifications. It supports people to get into work through supporting them with writing CVs and making job applications and practicing for interviews. It helps young people return to education to train for a better future, and even helps people start businesses. There's a quote there from one of the supported young people. "The King's Trust gave me the confidence and support I needed. Today I have a job I love and a future I'm proud of." The next positive thing, I think, and quite different from the others, is the Invictus Games, which was started by Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex, in 2014. And this is about supporting injured servicemen when they come back to the UK or other countries to develop sporting skills and compete. So as Harry said, these competitors have fought their battles. The Invictus Games is about their recovery. It's about using the power of sport to inspire recovery, support rehabilitation, and generate a wider understanding and respect. So this is great, and some of the people that have taken part and achieved medals, won medals, have gone on to do wonderful things. And the word for Invictus in Latin is unconquered. And the last positive thing I wanted to focus on is the Earthshot Prize, launched in 2020 by His Royal Highness Prince William. It aims to discover, accelerate and scale the most innovative solutions to repair our planet within this decade. So it's a global prize, open to innovators, organisations and communities from around the world. The 5 Earthshot prizes are protecting and restoring nature, cleaning our air, reviving our oceans, building a waste-free world, and fixing our climate. And some of these projects have had a lasting impact. So those 5 £1 million prizes can make a real difference. So here's just one example of one of the winners. 2022, Not plastic, the seaweed alternative to plastic. So NotPla is creating natural seaweed-based alternatives to single-use plastics that disappear in just a few weeks, not hundreds of years. So its products include edible water bubbles and plant-based coatings for packaging. Their products naturally biodegrade in just a few weeks, helping to remove plastic pollution and protect our environment. They won £1 million in the Earthshot Prize in the Build a Waste-Free World category for their innovation. So that's just one example of these projects that could make a huge difference to our planet's future. But it's not all good. I suppose no royal presentation would be complete without mentioning the royal scandals which have dogged the royal family. The first and most important being the abdication in 1936 of King Edward VIII. He wanted to marry American divorcee Wallis Simpson and chose her above the throne, which meant that his brother became King George VI. Obviously that was King Charles's grandfather, so it directly affected King Charles's future. Then there were Princess Margaret's affair with Group Captain Peter Townsend, a divorced man. She wasn't allowed to marry the man that she loved. Then we had Diana's bombshell interview in 1995, where she said that there were 3 of us in this marriage, referring to his relationship with Camilla Parker Bowles, and that had a massive negative impact on how the royal family were perceived by the British public. There's the ongoing saga about the relationship of Prince Andrew with Jeffrey Epstein, the convicted sex offender, and that's still to fully play out by the look of it. And then we've got Prince Harry and his book Spare, which alleged racial bias within the royal family. And I think that's further damaged relationships with his father. So yeah, there are ongoing scandals which affect the royal family and their standing, I guess. But nevertheless, today we're celebrating the King's official birthday and the Trooping of the Colour. So it's important to say thank you, sir, for your service. You have done an incredible job, and I think we'd all agree that your visits to America recently and the way that you managed Donald Trump was incredibly powerful. As he says there in the slide, I've always tried to do my duty, whatever that duty may be. So now that leads us into our music round. So have a good old sing-along, enjoy the music, and I'll catch you at the end before we leave. So our first piece of music is the British Grenadiers, one of Britain's most famous military marches, with origins dating back to the 17th century. You'll always hear it at Trooping the Colour, and you'll probably hear it today on television. Have you ever watched Trooping the Colour live in London? I wish I had.
By the left! Quick march!
Next we've got Jerusalem, written by Sir Hubert Parry in 1916 and set to words from William Blake's poem And Did Those Feet in Ancient Time. It's a much-loved patriotic hymn that celebrates England's green and pleasant land. It's often sung at royal events, ceremonies, and other national celebrations. What does it mean to you, this song? Did you sing it at school or at a special occasion? I believe the Women's Institute sing it at every one of their meetings. Next we've got Land of Hope and Glory, written by Edward Elgar in 1901 as the Pomp and Circumstance March No. 1. The stirring trio section with the words Land of Hope and Glory is the most famous part. It's a much-loved patriotic hymn that celebrates Britain's beauty, history and traditions, and most often you'll hear this at last night of the proms. Our next song is another song that you'll hear at Last Night of the Proms, and it's Rule Britannia, written in 1740 by James Thomson, and the lyrics were set to music by Thomas Arne. It quickly became a popular patriotic song, and it's a symbol of Britain's maritime strength and proud history. What does Rule Britannia mean to you? And does anyone remember what coin Britannia used to feature on? Was it the old pre-decimal 1 penny piece? I think it was.
Charter of the land, and guardian angels sang the strain. That bears the skies serves not to rule thy native old. With matchless beauty crowned, and manly hearts to guard the fair.
Our next song is I Vow to Thee, My Country, written by Sir Cecil Spring-Rice in 1921. The words reflect his deep love and gratitude for Britain. It's a much-loved patriotic hymn that expresses loyalty, unity, and pride in our country. It's often sung at remembrance services. So what does your country mean to you? Our next song is Zadok the Priest. It's a sacred anthem that's been performed at every coronation of a British monarch since 1727. The music was composed by George Friedrich Handel in 1727, especially for the coronation of King George II. So did you watch the coronation of King Charles III? And do you think he's a good king? Dambusters March, because it goes with the royal fly past. It was written in 1955 by Eric Coates and Carl Davis and pays tribute to the bravery of the 617 Squadron and the iconic raid on the Ruhr Valley Dams in 1943. Its stirring theme has become a symbol of courage, determination and ingenuity in the face of adversity. Will you be thrilled to see the red arrows fly by later on today? So our last but one song is God Save the King, our national anthem. Do you support the monarchy, or would you rather a presidency? If you do support the monarchy, be upstanding for the national anthem. And if you don't, you can stay sat down. And finally, happy birthday, King Charles. Here's a piece of music for you on your special day. And for us, what birthday present would we give King Charles III? I'm not sure. He's probably got everything, hasn't he?
You guys, slow up!
Well, thanks for watching my royalty-based CST activity page. Your likes, shares and subscriptions really help my channel, so if you haven't done any of those things yet, please do so. And if you do like my work and use it, you can help cover costs at buymeacoffee.com/Simon Dementia. So I'll see you all next time, and I hope you have a good week. Bye for now.